Hi, my name is Lauren. I'm from Inverurie. I live here with my husband and my 2 young boys, and I am 40 years old. Being a teacher, you always get to the end of term and generally feel quite exhausted by July. Get to summer holidays and sort of collapse in a heap. And then I remember we went on holiday in the summer and went off to Corfu for a week for a nice break. And I came back and I did find a lump on my left breast. About 2 weeks later, I decided that I should go and get checked out. At that point, I didn't really think that it might be cancer. I didn't have any fears surrounding that. So I went for a mammogram first of all, and then about a week later they got me back in for an ultrasound. And I remember going into another room just after that and getting the news and feeling almost like I was underwater, almost like I couldn't hear what they were saying. I remember getting into the car with my husband after the news and him having to relay all this information, and yeah, it was a real shock to the system. I definitely wasn't ready for that news. Your mind sort of wanders for a bit, and then bam, you have to go home and face family and children and try and still be normal, still be the mum that you always were before. But all of a sudden, the world that you knew feels like it's a distant past, and you have to go forward into this new life, and that was really hard. Lockdown came at a time for me where I had just come to the end of my chemotherapy treatment, which, when you're diagnosed with cancer, the chemotherapy bit was the bit I was most terrified of. And actually, they were amazing support all the way through that. About 2 weeks into lockdown, I went into hospital to get my operation. Had a lumpectomy and a full auxiliary node clearance. Clan, although they were shut down as a service in terms of being able to come into the actual place in Inverurie, they still were able to offer that counselling service for me. And you know, it was vital. I was able to speak to a counsellor once a week if I needed it, or twice, or every fortnight, just as and when, really. I think my cancer journey without Clan would have been a lot tougher, definitely mentally. I definitely noticed that even though I had that contact online with them or by phone, I noticed a huge difference when I was able to come back into the centre again. Just that in-person contact with somebody who really gets it, really gets why you're there. It's definitely given me that safety and almost a strength to carry on, really, because going through cancer treatment, there are times when you do think, oh my goodness, this journey is too hard, how am I going to get through it? And just by coming in here, seeing other people who have gone through the same journey as you and come out the other side and are still living life, are still, coping the best they can, and it's really given me that strength to be able to move forward. There's always somebody here for you when you need them. They're always here to help you, provide support, and make sure you feel welcome when you come through that door.